once again, good evening as we come to you from here in Billings, Montana, as we get ready for game number 3 on day 2 of the Northwest qualifying tournament. And the place is still buzzing over the no-hitter thrown by Ben McDowell as he shut out Pocatello in the game 2 of the day, winning 8-0, but more importantly, a 99-pitch no-hitter that he threw.
Absolutely. What a performance. The first one since 2019 here at the Northwest Regional. Man, what a thing to be a part of. I got to watch, in the background and just seeing the excitement of the kids and, just seeing McDowell as soon as the final out, slam his glove, pump his fist, give out a yell. What a performance. What a special moment for the kid going to South Dakota State.
Yeah, throwing a no-hitter like that at any level is very impressive as he turned that in today. So let's turn to game 3, Aaron, as we get ready for this game, as it's going to feature a couple of teams from the Northwest, as we'll start with Lakeside, as they're from the state of Washington.
Yeah, so the two teams that are from the continental U.S. that had to travel the furthest, obviously, as Alaska would lead that entire category. They're here today after a couple of really special performances on the mound. Lakeside Recovery got a complete game shutout yesterday, and what a performance that was. Now it's going to be interesting to see how do they follow that up. We talked about all day so far, how do teams come back with their game 2 starters? Does the pitching continue to dominate? And so far, Dan, yes it has.
Yes it has. This will be a winner's bracket game, and the team that they'll face put on an equally impressive performance in their first game here in Billings. And, of course, we're talking about the guys from Eugene.
Yeah, what a statement that was. The defending region champs, they get shut down by the Eugene Challengers, and what a performance that was. Kid going to Oregon State, comes out, dominates. Now, once again, question for them. Who do they have for game 2? But this Challengers team, 6 in a row they've won here in the playoffs, Dan. They're on a roll. They've played very, very well into the playoffs as they're looking to continue that roll.
Yeah, well, we're moving into the winner's bracket. Pitching has continued to dominate throughout the tournament. Will it continue on throughout the rest of the evening? Stick around. We'll find out. First pitch for game 3 coming up in just a couple of minutes here on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
Ready has provided safety and excellence in the industrial construction and support services since 1982. We have the crews and equipment for hydro excavation, dirt and equipment hauling, as well as produced and potable water hauling. We also offer septic tank cleaning services, portable toilets, and roll-off dumpster rentals for facility shutdowns, on location or for your next outdoor event. Call us today to discuss how we can help with your next project. Interested in joining our team? Visit ReadyUSA.com. We are ready.
Foot pain can make even the simplest things a struggle. Dr. Chad Brady is a foot and ankle surgeon who listens to your concerns, offering a variety of solutions to get you back on your feet and out of pain. Dr. Chad Brady can help you get back to the life you deserve. Don't let foot pain stop you from living your life. Schedule an appointment today. Dr. Chad Brady, Uinta Medical Group. Call or schedule online at evanstonanytime.com.
Let's stop into Mountain West Business Solutions to see what Randy and the team are up to today. Randy is printing out testimonials from satisfied customers. Let's see what some of them say.
Bar none, the best customer service in the industry.
Mountain West has been perfect for our business needs.
We simply could not survive as a business without Mountain West Business Solutions.
For all your equipment, printing, and software solution needs, Mountain West Business Solutions. 866-583-9925.
And welcome inside the Union broadcast for game number 3 of day 2 here at 2024 Northwest Regional. Aaron Holland and Dan Hubbard coming to you live from that Union broadcast booth as we start our Cazin's Ace pregame show. And Dan, it has been a beautiful day for baseball so far today. Much better than yesterday.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It's been very nice. It's been warm, just a warm, gentle breeze that continues to blow in from left center field as we get ready for this game as well.
Yeah, 2 games already played today. The Cheyenne Sixers staved off elimination in game 1, as well as the home team, the Billings Scarlets, as they staved off elimination in game 2. It'll be the first game of the winner's bracket between the Eugene Challengers and Lakeside Recovery. Lakeside Recovery out of Bellevue, Washington. Such a great day, and Dan, Pitching has really dominated this tournament, and it's probably going to continue as both these teams have pretty good stats, pretty deep arms.
Yeah, we talked about yesterday being impressive pitching-wise, but it's really stepped up today. And, of course, you have to go right to the no-hitter thrown by the McDowell young man from Billings in the last game. And I expect nothing less coming up in this game here this afternoon as we dive into the winner's bracket for the first time, as we'll get to see if, our first look at Dante Stanelli on the mound against Colin Hernandez today.
Yeah, it should be an absolute blast here from Billings, Montana, as you're watching a Ready Services presentation of the 2024 Northwest Regional Tournament online at mylocalradio.com, all a part of the My Local Radio Sports Network. We're going to go to a quick break. When we come back, we'll have starting lineups and the opening of today's matchup.
Farming requires working with the right equipment. At Covelo Auto Farm Service, you will find the right size tractor, tractor accessories, cattle chutes, and calf corrals for all your farming needs. Covelos has all your auto needs as well. From fluids to belts to protection for your hands, they've got you covered. Covelos also offers a service center for your truck and tractors in one convenient location. Covelos is your one-stop farm and auto shop. Stop in and see them today at 80 Reese Road in Lyman. Covelos Auto Farm Service.
There are 3 things you can always be sure of when you get your tires from Freeway Tire in Evanston. First, they offer a price match guarantee on any published price. Second, whether you're driving across the state for a sporting event or you're just driving around town, you can feel confident knowing that you have top quality tires that have been installed by tire experts. And third, you're always appreciated by the owners and staff at Freeway Tire. It's reflected in the friendly service you receive every time you visit. Freeway Tire, quality tires and great service. Stop in today, 217 Bear River Drive, Evanston.
When you have an appointment with the dentist, it's reassuring to know that you're going to be seen by experienced, well-trained professionals. At Bear River Dental in Evanston, Dr. Lester, Dr. Owens, and Dr. Welch check every box. Plus, they're really nice people. Their passion to provide excellent dental care is reflected in everything from state-of-the-art equipment to professional, hardworking staff. Choose the professionals at Bear River Dental, serving patients of all ages. Call today to schedule an appointment.
Welcome back inside the Union broadcast booth. Everything else is just internet. In the middle of the Ready Services presentation of the 2024 Northwest Regional Tournament online at mylocalradio.com, all a part of the My Local Radio Sports Network, as Ready Services, providing safety and excellence in industrial construction and support services since 1982. We are ready. They're going over the in-house starting lineups, and Dan, what's at stake in today's matchup? A chance to move on to the 2-0 game. And that 2-0 game, if you win that one, you basically clinch yourself a shot at state championship day. So these two teams are 2 steps away from possibly clinching being here for the final day. So if you can get off to a win and win this ball game, you put yourself in a great spot in this tournament. Yeah, this is kind of what it is. What you're trying to work your way to is to get to that those championship games on Sunday. This is just another one of those big steps. This is the first of the biggest steps. You've got through the most important one, which bracket you're going to have to come through. But when you win yesterday, now it gets serious, because now you kind of have the inside track if you win today. So the winner of this matchup will play the winner of our final game between the team out of Fort Collins, Colorado, and the team out of Service, Alaska, or the Service Alaska team out of Anchorage, as the loser of this game will play I believe it's the Cheyenne Sixers. Indeed, they will, at 4 p.m. tomorrow, as we'll go over. Just want to remind you that tomorrow we will not have 4 games. It'll only be 3 games, as 2 teams are already eliminated today. We'll have games for you at 12:30, 4 p.m., and 7 p.m. tomorrow. As before we get to that, we have 2 more games to decide what the matchups are. All right, let's go over the starting lineups in a moment, as this is one of those days that, you win this game, you get momentum on your side. You're obviously going to play another 2-0 team tomorrow, but you're almost on the verge of tasting that goal of reaching the national championships tournament. Yeah, you really are. You can, if you sat back and imagined it and had to look through all the steps you had to go through to get there,
Now it just becomes a little bit more clearer as you now you're literally one game away, one step away from getting to those championship bracket games. With a win here today, well, you take a big step closer, and you're really into it at that point if you can get to the 2-0 game.
Looks like the teams are ready to go.
Yep.
The Eugene Challengers will be today's home team. The Lakeside Recovery team out of Bellevue, Washington. They will be the road team as the Challengers hit the field. Let's meet the starting lineup for Lakeside Recovery. Leading off, playing center field, Rylan Gullard. Batting second, playing short, Jacob Freer. Colin Patrick will bat third, playing first. Carter DeBrule will be the cleanup hitter, playing third base. Griffin Neal will bat fifth as a designated hitter. Garrett Sauerwein will be the right fielder, batting sixth. Drew Whitman will play left field, batting seventh. Joe Foss will be the catcher, batting eighth. And Justin Chan will bat ninth, rounding out the starting lineup as they will face the lefty for the Eugene Challengers, Colin Hernandez. Let's meet the defensive alignment behind Hernandez. His battery mate in today's contest will be Caden Gould. From left to right, across the infield, Grady Saunders, Brock Johnson, Easton McDonald, and Aiden Hazen. From left to right across the outfield, Caden Richardson, Peyton Tyner, and Kyle Miller. As that is your defensive alignment for the Eugene Challengers, as Colin Hernandez, the tall lefty out of Eugene, Oregon, will get the start in today's game.
Left-handers are always a little bit different. We kind of talked about it a little bit last night on the broadcast with Jason and myself. They you can tease them. They think differently. Things just happen differently. Some of the strangest guys that ever played in Major League Baseball. It seems like they're always left-handed pitchers. They think differently. They walk differently. They act differently. They're just different. And hopefully this kid will be able to bring some pretty good results to the game here today as we get ready to go here in the top of the first inning.
Rylan Gullard strolls his way to the right-handed batter's box as we are about ready to go. Gullard went 1 for 3 yesterday. First pitch of the game is a ball outside at 3:59 for a 4 o'clock scheduled start. Hernandez is going to work exclusively from the stretch, kicks and delivers the pitch. Fastball dotted down at the outside corner at the knees, 1-1. We might have to break out Professor Hubbard, talk about some left-handed science at pitching later in the game, as that pitch is below the zone for a strike. 1-2, swing and a miss.
Yeah, we did that a little bit last night, but certainly there's a lot we can still cover.
Hernandez kicks and deals the pitch. That's popped up on the infield right side. The first baseman, Hazen, calls everyone off as he makes the play for out number 1. 1 up, 1 down to start game number 3 of day 2. I'll bring up Jacob Freer, shortstop, batting from the left-hand side.
Now batting from Bellevue, number 10, Jacob Freer.
Freer is the only lefty in today's lineup as Lakeside Recovery has stacked their lineup with right-handed hitters. The pitch. Strike on the inside corners. That's an 80-mile-an-hour fastball on the inner third. 0-1. Freer, though, earned his way into the lineup to hit against the lefty. Went 2 for 3 yesterday. The pitch. Breaking ball off the plate outside. That runs the count 1-1. And kind of judging by the radar gun we have here in the studio, or in the broadcast booth, looks like a 3-pitch mix. That one's on the ground. Back up the middle. Fielded by McDonald, flips to first in time for out number 2. 2 up, 2 down. Start the top half of the first inning as it'll bring up Colin Patrick. Colin Patrick had 2 hits in the game as well yesterday. Went 2 for 4, including a double. Hernandez looking for the 1-2-3 inning as he kicks and delivers the first pitch. Swing and a miss. Does that look like that was a changeup, Dan? As it looks like it's kind of a fastball, curveball, changeup mix here for Hernandez. Comes set. Fires home the pitch. That's fouled straight back on an 81-mile-an-hour fastball, 0-2.
Good to be aggressive, come right after these hitters, especially early on, and establish yourself early. Same thing we talked about yesterday in all those games. Establish yourself early and find the strike zone.
That's a fastball above the zone, swing and a miss, as Hernandez gets him a 1-2-3 to start the first inning. We'll move to the bottom of the first as you're watching a Ready Services presentation of the 2024 Northwest Regional online at mylocalradio.com, all a part of the My Local Radio Sports Network.
The perfect mix of different ingredients can create the most delicious creation. Successful people have the ability to bring many different individuals together who work, collaborate, show kindness, use problem-solving skills, and include each individual's talents and gifts to create new inventions, compose beautiful music, and find ways to make the world a better place. At Uintah County School District Number 1, we work together every day to promote student success. Uintah County School District Number 1, Pathway to Excellence.
Ready has provided safety and excellence in industrial construction and support services since 1982. Our experts self-perform all phases of construction on new or existing structures, such as site excavation, access road creation, concrete foundations, welding, and the installation and maintenance of piping, tanks, metal buildings, and more. Our turnkey services will have your facility operational quickly and safely. Interested in joining our team? Visit ReadyUSA.com. We are ready.
Welcome back inside the Union broadcast booth. Everything else is just internet. Let's meet the starting lineup for the Eugene Challengers as Easton McDonald will bat first, playing second base. Brock Johnson will play short, batting second. Grady Saunders, yesterday's hero for the Challengers, will bat third, playing third base. Eli Christ, another one of the big bats for this Challengers team, will bat cleanup as he had a home run yesterday. Peyton Tyner will bat fifth, playing center field. Aiden Hazen will be the first baseman, batting sixth. Caden Gould will be the catcher as he will bat seventh. Caden Richardson out in left field will bat eighth, and Kyle Miller will bat ninth, playing right field as we will meet the defensive alignment for this Lakeside recovery team out of Washington momentarily. Pitcher on the mound is Dante Santoli as he has the task of facing this Challengers lineup. Left-handed batter McDonald into the box. First pitch at the bottom of the first. Misses high, ball one. Forgot to let you know that game time temperature here, 73 degrees with a couple of clouds in the sky. Santoli into the motion, the pitch. Misses high as he touches 85 miles an hour with that fastball, 2-0. The 2-0 pitch on the way. Fastball delivered on the outside corner for a strike. 2-1. Santoli working from the full windup. Wheels and deals, a 2-1. So that misses inside, 3-1. Pretty good at bat started here by Easton McDonald. McDonald went 0 for 3 last night. He steps back into the box. He'll wind up the pitch. Fastball on the outside corner for a strike. 3-2. As McDonald runs the count full here in the first at-bat of the game.
Pretty good pitch and a good call by the umpire. I thought that was going to be a little bit outside.
3-2 misses low as McDonald draws the leadoff walk. As the Challengers start the game with a man on base, nobody out for Brock Johnson. Johnson, 1 for 3 yesterday. Had a single. As he'll climb in the right-handed batter's box. It'll be interesting to see how Challengers play this early on. You don't expect a sacrifice bunt, but teams have shown they've been willing to do that early, showing how important runs are. And indeed, it's dropped down the third base line. Good bunt as Jabril picks it up. He's not going to have a play. It might have been a sacrifice, but it's going to go down as a bunt single.
Good hustle. Good, very good place bunt, too. Got it about a third of the way up the line, made the third baseman come down and field it, and really had no play.
Grady Saunders will step to the plate. He went 2 for 3 yesterday as he had himself a double and a single, including his day on the mound. Santilli comes set, checks that runner at second. The pitch, he's going to square to bunt, drops it down the first baseline. That's fielded by Patrick. He's going to flip it to the second baseman, Chan, for the 3-4 putout on the sacrifice bunt. 1 out, as that'll bring up Eli Christan, who hit a home run in yesterday's game.
Yeah, that was at the other ballpark that's a little bit smaller. Here, the dimensions are a little bit bigger. 350 down the right field line, 320 or to right field, I should say. 329 down the left field line, 410 to center.
Santilli's going to work from the full windup. Kicks and delivers the pitch. Misses low. Ball 1. As Foss had to knock that one down at the plate. Want to know the count? As Santilli steps back in. And the windup wheels and deals the pitch. Fastball at the knees on the outside corner for a strike. 0-1. Just kind of collecting data on the speed of the pitches. Looks like Santilli sits about 85 miles an hour with this fastball. In the motion, the pitch. That's lifted right side. Sauerwein gets behind it, makes the catch as the runner tags from third. The throw to the plate is offline as the Challengers go on top 1-0 on the T7 Propane scoreboard to start this ball game. Brock Johnson will move over to third base after the sacrifice fly, RBI by Christ. They'll bring up Peyton Tyner with the runner on third. 2 outs in the inning. First pitch misses for a ball, 1-0. Tyner will bat from the left-hand side. Bat .333 in the tournament, 1 for 3 yesterday. Squares the bunt, that ball's in the dirt. Good stop by Foss behind the plate. 2-0 the count.
Really like the uniforms that Eugene is wearing. Old throwback Montreal Expo uniforms. You see them come out on the field. They even have the old Montreal Expo hats.
It's one thing American Legion does really well. There's a lot of really sharp uniforms when you get to these tournaments. Into the 2-0 pitch. Lifted back and out of play. And, you know, I got to say I'm kind of partial to the Lakeside Recovery uniforms as well. You know, they're very simplistic with the one green stripe across the chest, but I kind of like that.
Yeah, they both look snazzy.
2-1. Squares the bunt that's in the dirt. Dubril was charging, and the runner Johnson at third. He's getting as far down the line as Dubril does. 3-1 the count as Tyner steps back in. The pitch. It's a fastball dotted on the inside corner, 3-2.
I guess I'm kind of partial to the Expos uniforms in this game because a good friend of mine played for the Expos for many years in Ellis Valentine.
The 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss as the bottom of the first inning ends on a strikeout. Not before the Challengers are able to push one across on the sacrifice fly by Christ. As we head to the top of the second inning, you're watching a Ready Services presentation of the 2024 AA Northwest Tournament online at mylocalradio.com, all part of the My Local Radio Sports Network.
At Uintah County School District number 6, each student is important. Each student has different interests. Each student has unique talents and areas for growth and development. We love and appreciate each student, and we work hard to make sure we are meeting the needs of each student so that when we all come together, we create a powerful school district filled with individual students headed for success. Uintah County School District number 6 in Lyman. It's a great day to be an Eagle.
WattSmart is Rocky Mountain Power's energy efficiency program. WattSmart provides rebates to residential customers for energy efficiency upgrades made around the home. Devices and appliances that use electricity in your home can usually be made more efficient, and that can save you money and energy. When you decide to make upgrades, we have rebates available for you. Visit wattsmarthomes.com today.
Welcome back inside the Union broadcast booth. Everything else is just internet. As we move to the top of the second inning, you're watching a Ready Services presentation of the 2024 AA Northwest Regional online at mylocalradio.com, all a part of the My Local Radio Sports Network, brought to you by Ready Services. We are ready. We'll move to the bottom of the second inning. It'll be Carter DeBrule followed by Griffin Neal, Garrett Sauerwein, the 4, 5, 6 hitters in the order. Hernandez back to work for his second inning. Got Lakeside recovery 1, 2, 3 in the first. First pitch misses high, ball 1. DeBurl batting from the right-hand side. Went 0 for 1 in last night's game. Pitch is called a strike. 1-1 the count. Working quickly, the 1-1. Just off the plate outside, 2-1.
You know, that's been a common theme even back through the games yesterday. These pitchers, they take no time. They don't need a pitch clock.
And they'll wind up the pitch. Swing and a miss. At a fastball on the outside corner, 2-2.
You know, as short of a time as an 18-second pitch clock would be in Major League Baseball, these guys probably take less than 7.
The pitch. That's lifted, out of play. As we'll reset and do the 2-2 again. Two and 2 the count to Carter DeBrule as he'll step back in. Hernandez comes set, kicks and deals the pitch. Just missed off the plate outside as he went with the changeup there. Runs the count full, 3-2.
That's a good take. The pitch was high.
Hernandez comes set. The payoff pitch. Swing and a miss as he gets him with a fastball in the outer third for his second strikeout of the game. As it'll bring up the DH, Griffin Neal, with 1 out, nobody on.
He really tried to load up and turn on one and came up empty. You know, that's a lot of people think that's kind of trickling down through baseball now with that trying to lift the ball and getting the launch angle becoming such a popular stat now that guys are more of a swinging up and the bat spending less time in the hitting zone than with a level swing.
First pitch is fouled off. The 0-1's fouled off to the right side. Out of play, 0-2. You know, there's something to be said about, we've seen already in the tournaments, choking up with 2 strikes, putting in play, 'cause you never know what can happen. Comes set, the 0-2. As that's lifted down the right field line, that's going to slice foul. We'll reset and do the 0-2 again. And, you know, easier said than done. We're back here behind the netting in a broadcast booth sitting behind a couple of cameras. It's easier for us to say, you know, reach out and put the ball in play. But we've seen some incredible stuff out of the pitchers. But it's not easy just to put it in play. The 0-2 misses high, 2-2. Reached back and touched 82 there. That's his game high so far for Hernandez on the mound. Comes set. The 1-2 pitch. Goes off speed. That misses low. 2-2. Pretty good job here by Neal after falling behind 0-2. Was able to foul off a couple of tough pitches. Now back into the count. Comes set. The pitch. Outside, 3-2. As this will be the 7th pitch of the at-bat on the way when Hernandez fires home. 3-2 the count, 1 out, top of the second inning. 1-0 Challengers on the T7 Propane scoreboard. The pitch, that's lifted out towards right field. Miller goes back and makes that play for out number 2. I'll bring up Garrett Sauerwein. As Hernandez, he has started this game retiring 5 in a row. Dan, we've already seen a no-hitter today. We want to let you know that on this day in history is not the only no-hitter that was thrown on August 8th. We'll get that in a second. The pitch on the ground to shortstop. As I'm going to learn a lesson here as I throw across in time for out number 3. More on the no-hitter when we come back as you're watching a Ready Services presentation of the 2024 Northwest Regional online at mylocalradio.com, all a part of the My Local Radio Sports Network.
High school sports. We love it. We support it. We're your #1 fan. Trona Valley is your local credit union, and we're proud to invest in relationships that go far beyond banking. We're proud to invest in the lives of our young members and their love for sports. You are champions in our community, and we're here to support you all the way, on a court, on the field, or elsewhere. Together, let's develop lifelong successful financial habits. You're awesome. Trona Valley, member NCUA. TronaValley.com. We're here for you.
The strategic plan for Una County School District Number 4 states, through collaboration with the entire learning community, our mission is to instill problem-solving skills in our students that will translate to a rapidly changing global environment. We work to accomplish this by constantly improving student achievement, improving student academic and behavioral skills with a district that operates efficiently and effectively. Uintah County School District Number 4, excellence in teaching, opportunity through learning.
Welcome back inside the Union broadcast booth. Everything else is just internet. 1-0 Challengers on the T7 Propane scoreboards move to the bottom of the second inning. Due up for the Challengers, it'll be Aiden Hazen, Caden Gould, and Caden Richardson.
So tell us, Aaron, what was the lesson you learned?
Never start a story with 2 outs. As I was saying before the break, Bobby Burke of the Washington Senators in 1931 on this day in history pitched a 5-0 no-hitter. First pitch misses outside, 1-0. That was against the Boston Red Sox. That's on this day in 1931. As, of course, we saw the no-hitter in the game earlier today. That pitch misses inside, 2-0.
You know, one of the notes that our official scorer, Eric Oppenheimer, passed along to us after the game. Remember, the official rules of baseball say that even though you throw and don't allow any hits over 7 innings, it's not an official no-hitter unless it goes 9. Well, I guess recently, in the last year or two, the folks at American Legion Baseball changed that to where, since their games only go 7 innings anyway, that they would allow a 7-inning no-hitter, so it goes down in the record book as a no-hitter.
Hazen had the count 3-1. The pitch, I think that's going to clip him, as that'll officially be a hit by pitch. Either way, for the Challengers, leadoff man on for the second time in this contest. They'll bring up Caden Gould, the catcher. On first, 1 down in the inning. Challengers scored 1 run on 1 hit in that top half of the first inning. They played, bottom of the first inning. They played some pretty good small ball there, Dan, where they bunted with their 3-hole hitter for a sacrifice bunt.
Sometimes you got to do what you got to do, you know.
Comes set, the pitch, squares the bunt, drops it down back to the mound. Fielded by Santilli, goes to second as that's off the glove and out into, it's going to trickle into center field, not far enough away for Hazen to get up and go to, to third, but Gould will be on, as it'll be interesting to see how that's ruled and who that's ruled against. It's going to go as an error.
If you're going to go after the lead runner on a sacrifice bunt situation, you better be darn good and certain you get an out. Because now you just dug yourself a deeper hole, because now there's 2 on and nobody out. You got to try to make sure you get an out on every play. That's how you tend to get out of the innings.
Caden Richardson will step to the plate. You know, in fact, though, we talked about that first inning. That lone hit was a sacrifice bunt attempt. It's just a perfect bunt that he beat out.
Right.
And, you know, it goes down as a hit for Brock Johnson. Let's see if Caden Richardson will bunt with runners on first and second. Challengers did it in the first inning. I imagine it'll be on here again. Santilli comes set. The pitch. Richardson squares the bunt. That pitch misses low. 1-0. You know, sometimes, Dan, when you're bunting, this is part of the reason why I don't think the bunt should ever be taken away out of the game, just because you have to still be able to make the play on defense. Everyone just assumes that it's an automatic out, but sometimes defenses won't make the play. Checks the runner at second, the 1-0. Squares the bunt as that misses high, 2-0.
No, and we saw just a minute ago, it was a bad throw out towards second base. It became an error for the guys from Washington, and allowed what was a sacrifice bunt, E1.
Inside move. Pretty good one, except he got his shortstop freer as he was bouncing back. Runner on second. Hazen had taken an extra step getting his secondary. And Santilli did a good job of making that inside move looked like his regular kick to the plate. Comes set, the 2-0 pitch. Taken high by Richardson as the bunt was off there, 2-0. 3-0 the count. You have to imagine this is going to be a red light for Richardson as Santoli is trying to settle in here in the first 2 innings.
What's causing Richardson more problems than the bunt situations is he is falling way behind in every count.
That pitch misses high as that's the second walk of the game delivered by Santoli. That'll move everybody up 90 feet. Bases loaded, nobody out. Huge opportunity here for the challengers as we're going to get a mound visit. I believe it'll be a mound visit. Doesn't look like this is going to be the hook. But, I mean, Dan, opportunity, bases loaded, nobody out. This is a time in a game where if you're an offense, you expect to score multiple runs in this situation.
I would. No bases loaded, nobody out. It's this is big time set up for you on your at bat.
This will be Kyle Miller, the 9-hole hitter. So this almost guarantees a top of the order will bat with men on.
Oh, absolutely. Unless he hits into a triple play. You know, unless he's going to do something, the leadoff guy is going to come up. He's going to get an at bat. It's just the question is how many men are going to be on base.
Situation here, Lakeside recovery bringing their corners in. You have to expect the third and first baseman will try to cut the run down at home. Middle infield, they're playing about halfway. And the windup, the pitch, that hits him. Hurts a little less when you get an RBI out of it, as that'll bring up the top of the order. The challengers go up 2-0 on the T7 Propane scoreboard. That is the second hit by pitch in the inning. In fact, the first one just came around to score in the form of Cazin.
Now batting for Eugene, number 2, Easton McDonald.
Bring up Easton McDonald, walked and scored his first time up.
And that's good. That's going to get somebody up in the pen.
Pitch misses low, ball 1. McDonald back to the plate. Steps back into the box. The pitch. Strike on the outside corner. 1-1. That's a really good take by McDonald, Dan, dating back to 2 at-bats ago. That was 6 straight out of the zone.
Yeah, make him throw a strike, absolutely.
The pitch. Dotted at the knees. 1-2. Hey, good job by Santilli bouncing back after the hit by pitch as he's placed 2 fastballs perfectly at the bottom of the zone.
Time called. Ball got away out of the bullpen.
Brock Johnson, a little charity work there, helps out. 1-2 the count to McDonald. Santilli into the windup. The pitch misses low. 2-2. McDonald back in the box. Brock Johnson on deck. 2-2 the count. Santilli's going to step off. Talked about bases loaded, nobody out. Your Lakeside recovery, you want to try to get out of this inning is limiting the damage as a 2-2 pitch. That's lifted out towards right field. Sauerwein gets behind the ball, makes the play. The runner's going to tag and go home. The throw is cut off by the first baseman, Patrick. Everybody moves up 90 feet. 3-0 on the T7 Propane scoreboard as Easton McDonald does the job with the sacrifice fly. I'll bring up Brock Johnson.
Pretty good throw. Got it to the cutoff man. The relay home was just late. Now they'll have to bring the infield up all around without the force play on. Before they were willing to get if they get a double play, they give up a run. Now they're gonna have to come home without the force.
Well, nope, they're gonna get that force right back as that pitch hits Johnson as they'll go down to first, the third hit by pitch of the inning.
And all of a sudden, the desperation signs are going up. They want to know if the guy in the bullpen's ready, and he is. He's walking up back toward the dugout. So I would think that that Mr. Santilli will not see another hitter.
If you're the catcher right here in Foss, might as well go out to the mound and talk to him. Allow a little bit more time.
They're going to stay with him.
This is Grady Saunders. Sack bunt his first time up. The pitch. Swing and a miss as Saunders took a mighty hack at that one. 0-1.
Now they'll leave the infield up again instead of moving back up the middle to try to get a double play with 1 out.
The pitch. At the knees. 0-2. I misspoke earlier. I said 3-0. It is 4-0 on the T7 Propane scoreboard. My apologies. Saunders back into the box. The 0-2 pitch. Misses low, gets away. As here comes that 5th run to score. As it is now 5-0 on the T7 Propane scoreboard as Richardson comes across. Everybody else will move up 90 feet. As 1-2 the count. Saunders will step back in. Infield still in. The pitch. Fouled straight back. 1-2. As for this Eugene team, Dan, Saunders is really the engine that makes this team run, not only on the mound as he was dominant yesterday. He is also very, very good at the plate. He was so good on the mound yesterday, we didn't get a chance to talk that he was 2 for 3 at the plate as well.
Right, absolutely.
Santilli into the windup. The pitch. That's lifted. Right side. That ball is trouble, and it is foul. As that ball lands just harmlessly a foot to the right of that right field foul line. As that would have been at least one more, probably 2 scoring on that play. 1-2 the count as we'll reset. Christ on deck. Sacrifice fly. RBI his first time up. The windup. The pitch. On the ground to third. Fielded by Dubril as it's a race back to the bag. He dives, makes the play. What a play by Dubril. As he checked the runner, dives, gets the out. He'll go down as a 5U fielder's choice for Saunders. It's now runners at first and second, 2 outs. Heads up play by the Lakeside recovery third baseman.
That's another one of those do-or-die plays. It'd look good if you get the out, but do you, the umpire or the head coach rather give you the kind of the side eye if you don't, because you've given up an out basically.
Inside move sends Johnson scampering back to first. Chris into the box. First pitch. Misses inside. 1-0. Chris sacrificed fly RBI his first time up. Went 1 for 2 in yesterday's contest. His hit the solo home run to tie the game. Pitch misses high. 2-0. Peyton Tyner on deck. 2-0 the count. As Chris, if he gets a fastball to his liking, he's going to take a big swing. Instead, he gets a perfect fastball at the knees on the inside corner. 2-1. Comes set. Checks on that runner. 2-1. It's lifted down the right field line. That's slicing out of play and foul. 2-2 as Chris swung at one at about shoulder high. Runs the count to 2-2. Two and two. 2 outs here in the bottom of the second inning as deuces are wild. Comes set. The pitch. Breaking ball just above the zone. So if I remember correctly, Dan, that might be the first breaking ball we've seen in this game. That runs the count full. Runners will be off with the pitch. Comes set, the pitch. Misses inside as Chris will walk. It'll bring up Peyton Tyner. He is the 9th man to bat in the inning as the challengers have batted around as we are going to get a pitching change. You're watching a Ready Services presentation of the 2024 Northwest Regional Tournament online at mylocalradio.com, all a part of the My Local Radio Sports Network. We'll introduce you to the new pitcher when we come back.
Ready has provided safety and excellence in the industrial construction and support services since 1982. We have the crews and equipment for hydro excavation, dirt and equipment hauling, as well as produced and potable water hauling. We also offer septic tank cleaning services, portable toilets, and roll-off dumpster rentals for facility shutdowns, on location or for your next outdoor event. Call us today to discuss how we can help with your next project. Interested in joining our team? Visit ReadyUSA.com. We are ready.
Foot pain can make even the simplest things a struggle. Dr. Chad Brady is a foot and ankle surgeon who listens to your concerns, offering a variety of solutions to get you back on your feet and out of pain. Dr. Chad Brady can help you get back to the life you deserve. Don't let foot pain stop you from living your life. Schedule an appointment today. Dr. Chad Brady, Uinta Medical Group. Call or schedule online at evanstonanytime.com.
Let's stop into Mountain West Business Solutions to see what Randy and the team are up to today. Randy is printing out testimonials from satisfied customers. Let's see what some of them say.
Bar none, the best customer service in the industry.
Mountain West has been perfect for our business needs.
We simply could not survive as a business without Mountain West Business Solutions.
For all your equipment, printing, and software solution needs, Mountain West Business Solutions. 866-583-9925.
Welcome back inside the Union broadcast booth. Everything else is just internet. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Big moment in this game. 4-0 Challengers on the T7 Propane scoreboard as an opportunity for the Challengers to really blow this one open as they have threatened to score in each inning. Actually, they've scored in each inning so far. They put 3 across. As we talked about earlier, Dan, bases loaded, nobody out. That's an inning as an offense. You expect to score multiple runs.
Yeah, and they've done it pretty well. Now they got the bases loaded again, so it's not like they are being squandering of their opportunities, but the opportunities just keep coming.
Griffin Neal will move from the DH spot to the mound. As Peyton Tyner will step to the plate, left-handed batter for this Challengers team. As Neal steps off. Looked like they got mixed up on the signs.
Yeah, I was just to say, not sure what the sign sequence is supposed to be, and he's still not sure. Is he backed off again?
Comes set, holds the belt. Neal's first pitch of the day is outside. Ball 1. His home plate umpire, Cole Pryor, points to the left as he's behind the plate. Josh Henwood at first, Craig Mills over at third. Those are your umpires as we're going to get time called as Neal's going to tie his shoe. You know, this would be a good time for Foss to go out and just talk to him and make sure that they're on the same page with the signs. Last thing you want to do as a catcher is get crossed up with the bases loaded. Neal comes set, delivers the pitch. Strike called on the inside corner with an 82-mile-an-hour fastball, 1-1. Neal, watching his warm-up pitches, sits about low 80s as he throws not quite as hard as Santilli, the starter, but still gets the ball up there in a hurry. The pitch, swing and a miss. That's tipped into the glove as that touches 84. Reach back for a little extra there. 1-2. Bases loaded, 2 outs, bottom of the second inning. Neal kicks and delivers the pitch. As that hit him, that's going to force in a run. The 4th hit by pitch of the inning, Dan, brings in the 4th run of the inning, 5-0 on the T7 Propane scoreboard. That run will be charged to the starter, Santilli.
Eugene, number 11, Aiden Cazin.
That'll bring up Aiden Hazen. He led the inning off with the hit by pitch. As Neal looks in, gets the sign, kicks and delivers the pitch. Swing and a miss at a fastball, top of the zone, 0-1. Comes set, holds at the belt, the 0-1. Swing and a miss, fastball above the zone, 0-2. As Neal's bounced back from the hit by pitch to get ahead here in this at-bat. Neal looks in, gets the sign. Delivers the 0-2. That misses outside. 1-2. Another big at-bat in this game, 5-0 on the T7 Propane scoreboard. Challengers pouring it on here in the second. The pitch misses high, 2-2. It's a good adjustment in this at-bat from Hazen as he swung at a couple of pitches above the zone to fall behind.
He fell behind, yes, but now he's gotten very selective.
Neal comes set. Kicks and delivers a 2-2. Swing and a miss at a fastball at the top of the zone for out number 3. Challengers push across to 4 in the inning. As they do so, Dan, without recording a hit, as you're watching a Ready Services presentation of the 2024 Northwest Regional online at mylocalradio.com, all part of the My Local Radio Sports Network.
When participating in sports, there's always a lot to talk about performing at the top of your game. I'd like to expand on that and ask, how about performing at the top of your game in every part of your life? This is Dr. Todd Hoover with Hoover Chiropractic. I offer solutions to help improve all aspects of your game called life. Pain management, migraines, allergies, emotional release, nutritional supplements based on blood tests, and improved athletic performance. To help you perform at the top of your game every day, call today to schedule an appointment in Evanston or in Kemmer. Hoover Chiropractic, 307-789-0043.
It's the best feeling when you've had a long drive and you see your hotel, the Come On Inn, Casper. That means your day just got better. At the Come On Inn, you have lots of options. Unwind in the hot tub, go for a swim, relax in the beautiful atrium, and sleep in total comfort. Centrally located, the Come On Inn is close to everything. In the morning, start your day with a delicious breakfast. Top it all off with an amazing, friendly staff who is always glad to see you. It doesn't get better than that. When you're in Casper, always stay at the Come On Inn.
Welcome back inside the Union broadcast booth. As first pitch swinging is the batter, Whitman, as it's Joe Foss, Justin Chan fouling, and Drew Whitman as Lakeside recovery. Looking for the first base runner of the game. The pitch as a swing and a miss at a fastball top of the zone. As you're watching a Ready Services presentation of the 2024 Northwest Regional online at mylocalradio.com. As Hernandez kicks and deals, the pitch misses low. 1-2 the count.
You come up to the plate, you got to remember you're not going to get the 5 runs back in one swing. You got to be patient, work the ball, work the strike zone, and just put a ball in play.
The pitch, that's off the end of the bat as in comes the left fielder, Richardson, to make a fine sliding grab for out number 1. As off the bat, Dan, that looked like that was destined to be a bloop single, but Richardson runs that down for out number 1.
He did cover a lot of ground and made a nice sliding play. We saw a couple of plays like that too by the Pocatello team in the last game.
Comes set, the pitch. Misses off the plate outside to Joe Foss, the catcher. Foss getting his first at bat of the tournament. The pitch. Misses inside, 2-0. 7 straight retired to start the game for Colin Hernandez on the mound. But he's fallen behind, 2-0 to Foss. Comes set. Kicks and delivers a 2-0. Outside, 3-0. Hernandez is going to take a little stroll around the mound, regather his composure. 3-0 the count.
This Eugene team is on a streak. They've won 6 in a row.
The pitch. Fastball splits the plate. 3-1.
And with a win in this game today, their head coach will go, he's been there quite a while, he will go to 200 games over 500.
3-1s popped up out of play. That is an incredible stat, as this is a Eugene team that has now won 48 games on the season. Belleville comes in at 36-15, 47-8 for Eugene, as these teams have won a lot of games. The 3-2, that's lifted out to right field as Miller is going to fight the sun to put that one away for out number 2. Good job there by Hernandez, coming all the way back as he retires his 8th man in a row to start the game.
Now batting for Bellevue, number 2.
That'll bring up the second baseman, Justin Chan. He went 0 for 1 in yesterday's contest.
You know, we saw a no-hitter in the last game. You don't suppose, nah, that couldn't happen.
No, not possible, is it? Hernandez's first pitch, swing and a miss. As he's going to do his darndest as he's ahead in the count 0-1. As this has been as good of a start to a game as we've seen from any pitcher. Fernandez comes set, delivers the pitch. That's popped up, out of play, 0-2. You know, that's saying something because we've seen some really, really good starts.
Well, that no-hitter in the last game by McDowell, he not only didn't allow a hit, he only allowed 3 balls out of the infield the entire game.
The pitch. Swing and a miss as he goes through the lineup the first time perfectly as you're watching a Ready Services presentation of the 2024 Northwest Regional Tournament online at mylocalradio.com, all a part of the My Local Radio Sports Network.
WattSmart is Rocky Mountain Power's energy efficiency program. WattSmart provides rebates to residential customers for energy efficiency upgrades made around the home. Devices and appliances that use electricity in your home can usually be made more efficient, and that can save you money and energy. When you decide to make upgrades, we have rebates available for you. Visit wattsmarthomes.com today.
Foot pain can make even the simplest things a struggle. Dr. Chad Brady is a foot and ankle surgeon who listens to your concerns, offering a variety of solutions to get you back on your feet and out of pain. Dr. Chad Brady can help you get back to the life you deserve. Don't let foot pain stop you from living your life. Schedule an appointment today. Dr. Chad Brady, Uinta Medical Group. Call or schedule online at evanstonanytime.com.
Welcome back inside the Union broadcast booth as we move to the bottom of the Uinta Iron Vision third inning, where our vision is to improve yours. The challengers, they will send to the plate Caden Gould, Caden Richardson, Kyle Miller, the 7, 8, 9 hitters here in the third inning. As they batted around in the second, put up 4 runs on the board. It is important here for Griffin Neal to try to put zeros up on the board so his team can come back in this game. It's 5-0 already. You don't want to fall any further behind. So Neal looks in, gets a sign, holds to the belt. Is going to work exclusively from the stretch. The pitch fouled straight back. As if it wasn't for that protective netting, Dan, that looked like that would have been a line drive right into our window.
I had that all lined up.
I believe you. Net robbed you of your moment.
That's all right.
The 0-1. Breaking ball and a good one for a strike. 0-2.
I've had balls come back through the window several times. And they've left big dents in solid oak doors and in drywall.
Comes set. The 0-2 pitch. Misses low, 1-2. That's one thing as broadcasters, Dan, that I'm not really sure why some of them try to catch a fastball coming in at 95 that's followed straight back. That's not really losing any velocity. Why would you stick your bare hand down in front of that?
Well, John Sterling took that one right in the middle of the chest before he retired.
The 1-2. Strike! 3 called on the outside corner as Neal gets his second strikeout of the contest for out number 1.
Don't forget, this is the opening of the winners bracket game. Still to come tonight is Anchorage, Alaska against Fort Collins, Colorado. We'll have that game for you on mylocalradio.com starting at 7 o'clock Mountain Daylight Time.
First pitch misses. Ball 1. We appreciate everyone joining us. This has been a tremendous tournament so far. And Dan, the theme, pitching. Pitching has really ruled the day as the challengers have put up 5. That's one of the highest run totals in this tournament so far. Pitch misses high, ball 1. In fact, yesterday it was a stat that was flying around. Combined between all the teams, they batted .219. That's right.
Yep.
Comes set. Delivers a 2-0. Swing and a miss as Caden Richardson took a mighty hack at that one. 2-1.
Yeah, there was only 2 teams yesterday that got above 4 runs. And that was in the same game.
The pitch. Misses low. 3-1. And, those runs came for Pocatello after a pretty dominating start on the mound for the Alaska recovery starter. Comes set, holds the belt. The 3-1. That is lifted out towards right center field. Sour Wine on the run, makes a fine running grab for out number 2. 2 up, 2 down here in the bottom of the UNT Envision third inning is Kyle Miller to the plate. He was hit by a pitch his last time up. And you know what's crazy, Dan, about the 5 runs put on the board for this Challengers team? 1 hit.
Yeah.
We have 1 hit in this ball game so far.
Well, they scored 4 runs in the bottom of the second and didn't have a hit.
First pitch misses outside, ball 1. Miller was hit by a pitch his last time up. He's got some interesting hit by pitch facts so far in this tournament. Comes set, the pitch. Lifted out towards shallow center field as Gullard makes the play, as I clearly didn't learn my lesson from the first inning, as we'll get to that more in the top of the 4th, as we'll head there as you're watching a Ready Services presentation of the 2024 Northwest Regional Tournament online at mylocalradio.com, all a part of the My Local Radio Sports Network.
At Blacks Fork Dental, we're not just a dental office, we're a family. We believe in inspiring lasting smiles, and that means welcoming patients of all ages. From the littlest smiles to the wisest grins, our team is here to provide gentle and caring dental care for your entire family. Our warm and friendly atmosphere will make you and your kids feel right at home, ensuring every visit is a positive one. At our office, we use the latest technology to provide top-notch care for your family's dental needs, from x-rays to crowns, clear correct to implants, or even dentures. Blacks Fork Dental, where advanced technology meets compassionate care. Join our dental family today by scheduling at blacksforkdental.com.
When was the last time you got to stay at a hotel that had an indoor waterfall and a fish pond? Or a hotel with a swimming pool, a baby pool, and 5 hot tubs? At the Come On In Hotel and Suites in Casper, Wyoming, you'll get all of this, plus an amazing complimentary breakfast. You can even reserve a suite with a private jacuzzi for 2. The rates are so affordable that every time you're in Casper, you and the whole family can stay without breaking the bank. The best hotel in Casper is the Come On In and Suites. Make your reservations today and come on in.
Welcome back inside the Union broadcast booth. Everything else is just internet. Gullard, Freer, Patrick, the top of the order, due up as Hernandez perfect through 3 innings. Retired the first 9. And Dan, we talked about hit by pitch stats that have happened here. 4 in a game. That's quite a bit. As Hernandez comes set the first pitch. A breaking ball in the outside corner for a strike. 0-1. Mason Tafoya of the Sixers, we were kind of talking to people around the program as he has now 31 hit by pitches on the season, a record in American Legion Baseball. Pitch misses low, 1-1. And the funny thing about that is he's missed an entire month of the season.
That's right.
Starting to wonder if maybe he has a magnet in his back pocket when he goes to the plate. The pitch, that's lifted out towards right field. Long run for Miller as he heads towards the line to make a great running grab.
Nice play.
Heading into foul territory for out number 1. 10 up, 10 down to start the game for Colin Hernandez.
He chased that ball all the way into the corner and made the catch and took about a step and a half before he got to the railing.
I'll bring up Jacob Freer, excuse me. Grounded out second base his first time up. 2 for 4 in the tournament. First pitch. Misses low. Good stop behind the plate by Gould. 1-0. You know, Dan, right there, left-handed curveball. There's a little bit of science about why left-handed curveballs seem to break just a little bit more as that one's lifted out towards center field. On the run is Tyner as he makes a running grab into the left center field gap for out number 2.
Yeah, a lot of people think, and some of the baseball pundits kind of agree with it, is a left-hander gets a breaking ball to move easier because the rotation of the earth also spins clockwise, just like the way a left-hander would throw a breaking ball. It's going to come out of their hands. It's going to spin clockwise.
That's a nasty changeup there from Hernandez. 0-1. He'll come set. The pitch. Tipped into the mitt with a fastball. As there's about an 8-mile-an-hour difference on that changeup. It's a very good differential.
Yeah, because things do things differently depending on where you're at.
Comes set. Misses high.
You know, it's like, you know, flushing the toilet in your house. We're above the equator. The water spins clockwise. Down in below the equator in Australia, the water's going to spin counterclockwise.
Swing and a miss on a changeup on the outer part of the plate. There's a nasty pitch delivered by Hernandez for out number 3. 12 up, 12 down to start the game. As we move to the bottom of the 4th inning, you're watching a Ready Services presentation of the 2024 Northwest Regional Tournament online at mylocalradio.com, all a part of the My Local Radio Sports Network.
Established in 1984, T7 Propane provides you with quick and affordable service. Rely on T7 services to bring warmth and comfort to your home or business. T7 Propane delivers everywhere from the Fort Bridger area throughout Bear Lake Valley. Schedule your delivery today at T7propane.com. T7 Propane, for all your propane needs.
When you want all the amenities, a wonderful restaurant, and clean, comfortable rooms in Evanston, stay at the Best Western Dunmar Inn. Whether you're in town for high school sports, on a business trip, or traveling with the whole family, book your stay at the Best Western Dunmar Inn. It's a 5-star experience from the time you check in until you say goodbye till next time. The Best Western Dunmar Inn, supporting students and families in all their activities. Make your reservations today.
Welcome back inside the Union broadcast booth in the middle of a Ready Services presentation of the 2024 Northwest Regional online at mylocalradio.com, all a part of the My Local Radio Sports Network. McDonald, Johnson, Saunders, the top of the order for the Eugene Challengers. They lead 5-0 on the T7 Propane scoreboard. 1 hit for this offense as they've been able to muster up some small ball, use their discipline at the plate, and that's really what has led the way for this Challengers offense. We got some action down in the bullpen for the Challengers.
I think they need to get a bodyguard out there is what their umpire's saying.
And the catcher has to wear a mask.
Catcher needs to just put a mask on.
Comes set. Pitch to McDonald. This is low, 1-0. I hope that guy on the bullpen for the Challengers is just in case, because it'd be a shame to see Colin Hernandez not get a chance at history for the Challengers, as he's been incredible so far. The pitch is lined over the third base dugout and out of play. Foul.
Wouldn't you hate to have it be your name? Hi, glad to meet you. My name is Just in Case.
Whew. Comes set. The pitch. That misses outside, 2-1. I guess that could, go along the same vein as a 90s wrestler named Just Incredible.
That's right.
Comes set. 2-1 pitch. It's fouled straight back into the net. 2-2. Coming into this game, Neal's been pretty good. He attacked the zone. He had the one blemish where he hit the batter with the bases loaded, but outside of that, Dan, he's done a pretty good job stabilizing on the mound. It's just, unfortunately, on the other side, hard to do much when a pitcher's throwing as good as Hernandez. The 1-2. On the ground, back up the middle, as Freer charges, throws across. That's high. As that'll pull first baseman Patrick off the base. Leadoff runner is on. As it'll be interesting how that's ruled. If I know Eric Opperman like I do, I think that's going to be a hit. We'll bring up Brock Johnson. Batting for the right-hand side. Comes set. The pitch. Line drive down the right field line. That's slicing, out of play, and foul. Ooh, they're going to rule that an error.
Error on the shortstop.
On Freer.
Bad throw.
And did a pretty good job getting that ball. Just throws a little errant. Guess I don't know Eric the way I thought I did. The pitch as the runner goes. That's on the ground to third. DeBril fields, fires across to first in time for out number 1. De facto sacrifice ground ball for Brock Johnson. Puts a runner at second with 1 out for Grady Saunders.
Yeah, it works as good as a sacrifice.
I think that was a hit and run that Johnson just happened to get out in front of a little bit as you're trying to shoot the ball to the middle of the infield on the hit and run where the infielders are moving around. First pitch to Saunders. It's fouled out of play, 0-1. As Neal back on the mound, how good has Neal been since really stabilizing? Only one hit between the two teams so far in this game. Just kind of really plays into the theme of this tournament so far. It's been the men on the mound that have really dominated the 0-1. That misses low, 1-1. That includes the man at the plate as he shut down the defending region champs in game 1 of the tournament. A great way to set the tone for this Challengers team. The 1-1. That's lifted out of play, 1-2.
Yeah, it's hard to imagine seeing pitchers dominate just this much. It's uncanny. It's like watching a Major League spring training game just because the pitchers come to camp so much farther ahead than the hitters.
The 1-2 pitch. Misses high and tight, gets away from the catcher, Foss, as that's going to allow McDonald to get to third as he got a little aggressive there. Rounded the bag pretty hard, but is going to eventually retreat back to third base.
You can probably hear the third base coach yelling at him, back, 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 with his excitement in his voice.
As I say, you got your 3-4 hole hitters. Last thing you want to do is run out of this inning when you're already in scoring position 90 feet away. The pitch misses high, 3-2. Saunders, sacrifice bunt his first time up, reached on a fielder's choice in the 4th. Comes set. Kicks and deals, the 3-2 pitch. That is crushed down the left field line. That's going to hook way foul and out of play.
Yeah, you get that far out in front of one, and it's no chance you're going to be able to put that in play.
Well, if you're Neal on the mound, you see that fastball get belted that far. If you have anything slower than that prior pitch, you might want to go to it here in the 3-2 count. Kicks and deals, the payoff pitch. Fastball, that's drilled down the left field line. A little bit closer to being fair, but still eventually foul, 3-2. I don't know if I'd want to go fastball in the inner third again, as Saunders is getting to that pitch pretty well, just a little bit out in front. As Neal comes set. The payoff pitch. Fastball popped up. As persistence is key, as Neal's able to retire Saunders for out number 1. Make that out number 2, excuse me. That'll bring up Eli Christ. Sacrifice fly and a walk to his name so far in the contest. $5-0 on the T7 Propane scoreboard. Runner on third, 2 outs in the inning. It's a big run standing on third base. For this Challengers team, you want to continue to tack on just in case. As it's a line drive out towards right field. On comes Sauerwein to make a fine running grab for out number 3. Challenger will strand a runner at third as you're watching a Ready Services presentation of the 2024 Northwest Regional online at mylocalradio.com, all part of the My Local Radio Sports Network.
Light up your world with a custom-built LED sign from Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. It's a proven fact that signage that lights up creates more attention. So light it up and then add text, images, and video, and your sign becomes even more powerful. Start sharing your advertising messages and information with your customers today. The team at Rocky Mountain Sign provides all types of quality signage that is custom-built and maintained. Call today for a free quote. Rocky Mountain Sign, 307-789-5202. Rocky Mountain Sign, serving customers in Wyoming, Utah, and Idaho.
Ready is committed to providing superior services to our customers by requiring individual accountability for excellence in quality, safety, and dependability. We are a growing company that is currently hiring across Wyoming, Colorado, Texas, Nevada, Idaho, and elsewhere. Our valued team members receive competitive wages, full benefits, and weekly pay. Interested in joining our team? Visit ReadyUSA.com. We are ready.
Welcome back inside the Union broadcast booth in the middle of a Ready Services presentation of the 2024 Northwest Regional on MyLocalRadio.com. And Dan, you know, that mask behind the plate for the catcher Gould, it's a beautiful red mask. That's first pitch to the batter. Carter DeBrule is a strike, 0-1 as Hernandez finds the zone.
Don't talk about the Red Wings.
No.
Oh,
Actually
all right.
got something far more
Okay.
interesting. The pitch, it's popped up and out of play. But, you know, on this day in 1877, after St. Louis catcher John Clapp has his cheek smashed by a foul tip, his replacement, Mike Dorgan, goes behind the plate wearing a mask. This is perhaps the first use of a catcher's mask in an official National League game. The pitch, it's popped up and out of play. That's on this day in 1877.
Interesting.
As we've seen quite a few tips off the mask in this tournament, as now the catcher's fully geared up, rightfully so. The 0-2. Swing and a miss, as that was a changeup. The bottom of the zone, the bottom fell out of that one for out number 1. That'll bring up Griffin Neal, followed by Garrett Sauerwein. The 4-5-6 hitters due up. 5 punch-outs in the game for Hernandez.
Hernandez throws a pitch that's kind of known as the back foot slider, as a pitch swung on a miss. What you're trying to do as a left-handed pitcher to a right-handed hitter, you're trying to throw the pitch and have the ball land right on top of the back foot of the hitter.
That's tipped to the backstop. 0-2 the count. As Griffin Neal started the game at DH and worked his way to the mound. It's been pretty solid on the mound for this Lakeside recovery team, keeping this game exactly where it was at the end of the second. Hernandez is going to step off. Field comes set. The pitch. That misses high. 1-2. And one thing that Hernandez has done pretty well today, Dan, is he has the ball that breaks in towards the righty. It goes away from the righty. And then he has that fastball that kind of explodes at the plate. The pitch just off the plate outside with an 80-mile-an-hour fastball, 2-2. And as a batter, you don't really know which way the ball is going, so it all moves at about, I'd say probably the 46-foot mark between the plate and the mound. Strike 3 called as that nasty hook catches Neal sleeping for strikeout number 6 for Hernandez.
Now batting number 19, Garrett Sauerwein.
This brings up Garrett Sauerwein. As we have, oh no, don't tell me. Please let this be a mound visit.
Is he going to break? He's going to take him out, having retired 14 in a row to start the game?
Doesn't look like it.
You're not going to do that.
This might be a conversation. Maybe he's asking his team. This could be one of those situations of, hey guys, what do we want to do here? Because Hernandez, no secret, perfect right now. Hasn't allowed a runner. This could just be that conversation of, he's going to keep him in. I love this decision. And that could have possibly been a coach talking to his team about, hey, this is the skinny here. We can take him out, save his pitches, have him come back, or, he's perfect. We can give him an opportunity to keep it rolling. I like that they're leaving him in.
Yeah, you can't take him out in a situation like that.
Hernandez comes set. First pitch is Sauerwein. Fastball in the outside corner, 0-1.
He is dealing.
Comes set. The 0-1. That's a line drive out towards right field. That'll fall in for a base hit, as this will probably be the end of the line, pretty close for Hernandez.
Now go get him. The perfect game and the no-hitter are gone. Now go get him and bring in somebody and save the pitches now.
Retired the first 14 that he faced. He's going to end the game retiring 14 of the 15 hitters. What an incredible start for Colin Hernandez, as he's going to get a round of applause and shake some hands on his way out, as that will do it for his outing. They're going to save him for another day, as the Challengers are in great position right now And, I love the way they handled the outing right here, as you have an opportunity at history. Unfortunately, the history ends, but you give your kid an opportunity to make history that way, and then if he doesn't, then you pull him, save him for another game.
Yep, exactly.
We're going to take a quick break as you're watching a Ready Services presentation of the 2024 Northwest Regional online at mylocalradio.com.
Farming requires working with the right equipment. At Covelo Auto Farm Service, you will find the right size tractor, tractor accessories, cattle chutes, and calf corrals for all your farming needs. Covelos has all your auto needs as well. From fluids to belts to protection for your hands, they've got you covered. Covelos also offers a service center for your truck and tractors in one convenient location. Covelos is your one-stop farm and auto shop. Stop in and see them today at 80 Reese Road in Lyman. Covelos Auto Farm Service.
There are three things you can always be sure of when you get your tires from Freeway Tire in Evanston. First, they offer a price match guarantee on any published price. Second, whether you're driving across the state for a sporting event or you're just driving around town, you can feel confident knowing that you have top quality tires that have been installed by tire experts. And third, you're always appreciated by the owners and staff at Freeway Tire. It's reflected in the friendly service you receive every time you visit. Freeway Tire, quality tires and great service. Stop in today, 217 Bear River Drive, Evanston.
When you have an appointment with the dentist, it's reassuring to know that you're going to be seen by experienced, well-trained professionals. At Bear River Dental in Evanston, Dr. Lester, Dr. Owens, and Dr. Welch check every box. Plus, they're really nice people. Their passion to provide excellent dental care is reflected in everything from state-of-the-art equipment to professional, hardworking staff. Choose the professionals at Bear River Dental, serving patients of all ages. Call today to schedule an appointment.
Welcome back inside the Union broadcast booth. Everything else is just internet. It's on the mound now for the team out of Eugene, Oregon. As number 19, Braden Rather, first pitch misses for a ball. 1-0. This is Drew Whitman at the plate. Rather comes set. The pitch. Fastball dotted on the outside corner, 0-1.
10 2/3 innings, or 10 and 2/3 innings out of that third base dugout without a hit.
Comes set, the pitch. Fouled straight back, 1-2. As we were discussing this during the breakdown, and possibly Cheyenne took most of the hits with them this morning as a dugout they were in, and they jumped out to a 6-0 lead, followed by, like you said, that many innings with no hits. It's a great at-bat, though, from Sauerwein. Great piece of hitting. Lefty with a ball tailing away from, went to the right side.
The ball left out over the plate and took it to right field.
That's lifted right side. Miller chases that one to his left in time to make the play for out number 3. Lakeside recovery gets a runner on. They strand him at first, as that'll do it for us through 5 innings. You're watching a Ready Services presentation of the 2024 Northwest Regional online at mylocalradio.com, all a part of the My Local Radio Sports Network.
Precision, the quality, condition, or fact of being exact and accurate.
Precision is important. Scoring the next point, making the perfect shot, getting the best score. And when you think of your dentist, you want precision to be the first word that comes to mind. That's why patients are so pleased with Dr. McKay Frankum. He provides precision family dentistry at reasonable prices to every patient. Dr. McKay Frankum, call today for an appointment.
Call Dr. McKay Frankum at 789-8910.
Established in 1984, T7 Propane provides you with quick and affordable service. Rely on T7 services to bring warmth and comfort to your home or business. T7 Propane delivers everywhere from the Fort Bridger area throughout Bear Lake Valley. Schedule your delivery today at T7propane.com. T7 Propane for all your propane needs.
Welcome back inside the Union broadcast booth. Everything else is just internet. We move to the bottom of the 5th inning as the challengers will set Tyner, Cazin, and Gill to the plate. The 5, 6, 7 hitters here in the bottom of the 5th as we approach the 5 o'clock hour here in Billings, Montana. The pitch is lifted out of play. And Dan, we have a night game coming up between the team from Fort Collins, Colorado, and the Service Anchorage, Alaska team, as that game should be phenomenal later on today.
Yeah, that's another winner's bracket game, and you can only hope it's been half as good as this one.
Swinging a miss at a fastball in the outside corner. But did you know that on this day in 1988, the first night game in Wrigley Field's 74 history was postponed with the Chicago Cubs leading 3-1 after heavy rains started in the bottom of the 4th inning.
Yep.
Neal comes set, delivers on the 0-2. That's fouled out of play again. Back to that story as Philadelphia's Phil Bradley led off the game. First ever at bat at night for Wrigley Field was a home run by a Philadelphia Philly, but all numbers were wiped out due to the game being rained out, or excuse me, due to the rain in the 4th. The 0-2. That's lifted out towards center field as Gullard moves a few steps to his left to put that one away for out number 1. That'll bring up Aiden Hazen, hit by a pitch and struck out in this one.
Now batting number 11, Aiden Hazen.
As the pitch misses in, or excuse me, the strike on the inside corner, 0-1. And Dan, the interesting thing about the game for this Challengers offense, as they only have 1 hit, but they've been very willing to take what is given to them.
Absolutely.
Comes set. The pitch. Breaking ball misses just inside. 1-1. Speaking of that Service Anchorage Alaska team, they're starting to muster around the concourse as they prepare for their game. The pitch misses low. 2-1. Two and 1 the count. As Neal takes his time getting back on the mound. He's done a good job coming into this game and keeping it at a 5-0 game after the 2nd inning. The pitch. It's tapped down the third base line into the Challengers dugout. Look out. So one of the players sticks their paw out there to protect everyone as they deflect that away. As if you're standing up against that fence, you got to be on your feet, on your toes, be ready. Foul ball can come at you any minute, especially from a righty you can't see until the ball's on its way. Neal comes set. Delivers a 2-2 pitch. That's drilled down the left field line. That's going to hook foul and out of play. We're set and do the 2-2 again.
Got to be able to wait back just a little bit longer. He's just too far out in front of that pitch.
Hazen will step back into the box. Neal comes set. Delivers the 2-2 pitch. It's fouled straight back. 2-2 the count. 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Hazen will step back in. Challengers ahead 5-0 on the T7 Propane scoreboard. Comes set. Delivers the pitch. Popped up. Backing out of play as we'll reset into the 2-2 again. Ooh, is that deflected off of one of the concession stands behind us? And that came corralling towards a family who had their backs turned to the ball. Luckily, ended up rolling down the steps and everyone's all right. Hazen back into the box. Pretty good at bat going here as Neal comes set. The 2-2 pitch. It's a line drive back up the middle and through for a base hit. It's a good piece of hitting there by Hazen as he got a breaking ball that was elevated and smacks it back through the box for the 2nd hit of the game for the Challengers.
They come up the offense. They need to kind of go back out and hold up their teammate Colin Hernandez, who was taken out after giving up his first and only hit of the game. You know, so we tell the pitcher, you know, we got your back, man. We're going to go out and add some more runs here for you.
This is Caden Gould. Reached on an error. Struck out. First pitch misses for a ball, 1-0. Neal holds the belt, comes set. The 1-0. Dots a fastball at the knees on the inside corner for a strike, 1-1. See if we get a little motion out of the runner at first. Long look down to third from Guild. Hazen over at first base. Medium lead off the bag. The pitch, runner goes. Misses low, the throw down to second is high. Good job backing up there by Chan as that ball was destined for center field, as he'll keep the runner Hazen to one base on the stolen bag. Runner on second. 1 out. Here in the bottom of the 5th. Comes set. Delivers the pitch. That's a line drive out towards left field as Whitman's going to watch that fall in front of him for a hit. They're going to hold Hazen at third. Runners on first and third. 1 out for the Challengers here in the bottom of the 5th.
Left the pitch up, got on top of it, drove it out to left field. Just the way they draw it up.
Runners on first and third. 1 out as this brings up Caden Richardson. Richardson 0 for 1 in the game with a walk and a run scored. Neal, gonna step back on the mound, work from that third base side of the rubber. He'll come set, delivers the pitch, bunt attempt as he'll turn around, or excuse me, he'll pull it back as that pitch was borrowing in on Richardson's shins for a ball. 1-0. If you're Hazen on third base, you want to try to get as far down the line as a third baseman. As the runner will go, the pitch is a strike. The throw down to second skips away as that's going to allow the runner to come home from third. The throw not in time. As Hazen will score 6-0 on the T7 Propane scoreboard.
That's a stolen base and an error, and the ball got away to allow the run to come in from third. So the run comes in on the error. That's not a stolen base for the guy at third base.
6-0 on the T7 Propane scoreboard. The pitch on the ground, back up the middle. Fielded by Freer, fires across in time for out number 2. Runner at third, 2 down in the inning for Kyle Miller. 0 for 1, hit by a pitch in the second. Advance Guild over to third. Take that back as we're going to get a pinch hitter as Jalen Riddle will come to the plate. As Riddle will bat from the right-hand side.
Number 3, Jalen Riddle.
Neal looks in, gets a sign. Delivers the pitch. Strike on the outside corner, 0-1. Riddle back into the box. Neal comes set. Fires home the 0-1. Swing and a miss at a pitch on the inner third. 0-2. Comes set. Fires home the pitch. Popped up. Right side. It's going to slice out of play. 6 runs on 3 hits, no errors for the Challengers. No runs on 1 hit, 3 errors for Lakeside Recovery. Neal back to work. So comes set, holds the belt. delivers the pitch. Outside, 1-2. Back to the box. Infield back, the wind blowing slightly out to left field as Old Glory waves in the wind. It's a beautiful sight here at a beautiful ballpark. The 1-2. Outside, 2-2. As Dan, the staff here for the Billings Mustangs, did a tremendous job getting this field ready to go today.
Yes, they did. They had their work cut out for them. When we got to town on Tuesday evening, we had just missed a big microburst storm that had rolled through the valley, and there was 3 to 4 inches of standing water around home plate and the warning track around the back of home plate area, along with other puddles throughout the field. And they worked like crazy yesterday and got the field ready for us to move back here and play today.
Neal comes set, the 2-2 pitch. Misses inside, 3-2. Easton McDonald, who represents the top of the order, on deck.
It's a very nice view, too, with this bluff of mountains just behind center field.
Absolutely, Dealer Park. Beautiful here in Billings. That pitch misses low as off the bench, Jalen Riddle falls behind 0-2, but is able to battle all the way back to draw the walk with 2 outs. Runner at first and third. 2 outs. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning. This is McDonald. He'll step into the batter's box. 0 for 1 with a sacrifice bunt. The throw down to second as the runner goes, not in time. Runner at third. Guild stays put. It'll be a stolen base for Miller. Comes set, the pitch. It's lifted to the left, now to play. As these are important runs for this Challengers team, Dan. And you know, they're already up 6-0. Obviously want to expand the lead as much as you can, but we're kind of getting to the territory where if they get a hit here, you start talking about the potential of a 10-run game. The pitch misses high and inside, 1-2. And that's important for a team. If you can get out of here without using extra pitches, it's such a huge thing for a team's staff that it's something that is a weapon in a tournament like this.
And that's why they got Hernandez out of there after he gave up his first hit of the game.
Comes set, the 1-2. Lifted to the backstop and out of play, 1-2 again.
You know, it's good they let him hang around while he still had a perfect game in order. But as soon as he gave up that first hit, he was gone.
And for Lakeside recovery, you know, this is a 1-0 game. Both teams have a 1-0 record. The pitch misses high, 2-2. You want to try to force them to throw as many pitches because this could potentially be a matchup down the line again. It wouldn't be able to happen until championship day because the way that they do the semifinals, they don't allow teams to play twice.
Right.
But, you know, you have aspirations of winning this thing. This is a team that you're going to see again. And, you know, you kind of ran into a buzzsaw today. Doesn't necessarily mean you can't get them the second time. So you want to try to force them to use as many pitches as possible and try to wear out that staff. 2-2 the count to McDonald. So Neal comes set. The pitch. Line drive over the head of the shortstop. That's going to fall in for a base hit. 1 run scores. Here comes the second run as Whitman picks it up to throw to second. As good hustle out of the box, Easton McDonald in with a stand-up double. 8-0 on the T7 Propane scoreboard. As that'll bring up the shortstop, Brock Johnson. Well, if you're on the mound in Neal, this is where you want to shut this one down. Grady Saunders on deck in the 3-hole. You don't want to face him with the potential of the game ending. Comes set. The pitch. On the ground to third. DeBrule picks it up, throws it across. That's going to be off the glove of the first baseman, Patrick. It'll trickle away. McDonald never stopped running as he's going to come around to score. 9-0 on the T7 Propane scoreboard. As it'll bring up Grady Saunders. As Neal comes set, first pitch to Saunders. On the ground on the third base line as DeBrule knocks it down, picks it up. Doesn't have a play as that'll be an infield single for Saunders as Eli Christ will come to the plate with the runner on first and second with 2 outs in the inning.
Now batting, number 18, Eli Christ.
Saunders reaches on the infield single.
And there's your 10-0 lead standing at second base.
Christ 0 for 1 has a sacrifice fly, RBI, as well as a walk. Neal comes set. The pitch. Breaking ball misses high. 1-0. It's a pitch on the mound. If you're Neal, you really want to snap through because if you leave that one belt high, Chris shows that he does have some power in that bat, and especially a spinning breaking ball. It's a pitch you can do a lot of damage on. So that one's fouled straight back, 1-1.
You know, these guys from Lakeside Recovery in some senses have been their own worst enemy. They've given up 4 errors in the game.
Absolutely. They allowed 4 runs in the second inning without allowing a hit.
Yeah.
As these are all things for your Lakeside Recovery that you can clean up. If you play some clean baseball, it's a much different ball game. The pitch. On the ground to first. That's a nice diving play by Patrick as he's going to extend this game by stepping on the bag at first. As we'll move to the 6th inning, you're watching a Ready Services presentation of the 2024 Northwest Regional online at mylocalradio.com, all a part of the My Local Radio Sports Network.
Explore Logan, Utah. We've got so much awesomeness, I don't know where to begin. Your hotel is only 10 minutes from the gorgeous National Forest for hiking and biking, birdwatching, and wildflower spying. Logan is Utah's heart of the arts with more than 253 live professional performances this summer and free concerts every weekday. Catch the Garters Market and tons of festivals and fun. Head to Logan. You won't break the bank on less than a tank. ExploreLogan.com.
The crew of Rocky Mountain Yeti have found themselves searching the wilderness for the elusive Yeti, traveling through the rugged terrain in one of their premium rides found at Rocky Mountain Yeti. Coming up to a clearing, the crew finally gets a glimpse at what they've been searching for, the great Yeti deal from Rocky Mountain Yeti. Visit today and see why legends are driven. 100 Wasatch and 130 North 3rd Street, Evanston.
Welcome back inside the Union broadcast booth. Everything else is just internet. We have some changes made by the challenger team. Aiden Hibbler will come in as he will replace Aiden Hazen, as it is an Aiden for Aiden swap, as he will go to third. Saunders will go to first. As first pitch of the inning to Joe Foss. Misses low, ball 1. 1-0 the count, as those are your defensive changes. The pitch, misses low, 2-0.
The announcer said they got huckleberry ice cream sandwiches at the concession stand.
2-0 the count. The windup, the pitch. Called a strike on the inside corner. 0-1, as Braden Rather will start his first full inning of work. Came on for the final out of the 5th. The pitch. Line drive out towards right center field. Long run as that's going to be caught, and an amazing grab by the right fielder Miller for out number 1. What a play that was. That looked like extra bases off the bat, not for Miller's fantastic diving play for out number 1.
That was a good one. You know, you have these games like this and you're able to keep leads the way you have here with 9-0. Sometimes it takes excellent plays behind the scenes, and that's what they got.
That's a line drive out towards center field that'll fall in for a base hit, as Justin Chan doesn't give us a chance to introduce him. First pitch swinging for a single. 1 on, 1 out. You're in the 6th. And, you know, if you're Lakeside Recovery, you want to get your offense going for tomorrow. You're guaranteed to play tomorrow, but you don't want to leave with a 0 on the board. You want to feel good about your offense going into the game tomorrow.
Scores are right if you click on the box score. Otherwise, nothing's posted on the website.
Yeah, they post like.
Come set the pitch.
Sorry, got it corrected, though.
Just misses.
That's good at least.
Breaking ball there.
That came up with the speed of a falling leaf.
I'll see if he can do other things.
Or my fastball in high school. As I sat at 65,
Well,
that
yeah.
curvevball was 66.
Well, I mean, you're famous for being the only pitcher around in your day that needed a cutoff man.
The pitch? 0-1, especially when that cutoff man throws 80. It's a real advantage.
That's right.
Pitch misses low, 1-0. This is Ryan Gullard, 0 for 2. Comes set. The 2-0 pitch. Misses low, 3-0. Good stop behind the plate by Gould. And, you know, if you're rather, these are important innings. You know, you might be up 9-0. This isn't mop-up duty. You have a pitch count. You have to be able to try to do this as efficiently as possible, as you don't want to lose your ability to come back in this tournament. Comes set. Delivers the 3-0. Misses outside for ball 4. After the 1-out single, a 1-out walk is issued. That'll bring up Jacob Freer with a couple of runners on. 1 out here in the 6th. Freer will bat from the left-hand side.
Now batting, number 10, Jacob Freer.
Looking to get Lakeside Recovery on the board here. You know, it's possible to come back from down 9-0. You have to start by scoring that first run. Here comes the pitch. Followed straight back. It's going to deflect all the way back to the feet of home plate umpire Cole Pryor. 0-1 the count. Colin Patrick on deck. The pitch misses above the zone, 1-1. You know, you can hear the Eugene dugout talking about 1 pitch away as he's referring to the ground ball double play with 1 out here in the inning. Comes set. Kicks and deals the 1-1. That's lifted down the left field line, hooking, foul. As double play hasn't been as prominent today, Dan, as we've moved back to a natural grass and dirt infield, where yesterday on the turf, you hit a ground ball, if you hit it right at the shortstop, especially with that runner on first, it's almost easy pickings for a double play.
Yeah, we must have had 7 or 8 double plays hit into yesterday in the 4 games at the other park.
Pitch. That's lifted out towards left field. It's going to fall in for a hit as Richardson plays it on a hop. Does a good job keeping that ball in front of him, as he kind of got caught in between of whether he wanted to go for it or stop and make sure that ball lands in front of him. It's a good play out in left field, as that could have been potential danger.
Down by 9, they played a little conservative. They go station to station, so the bases are loaded with 1 out.
This is Colin Patrick. He'll step up with the bases loaded. 1 out. Opportunity to get Lakeside Recovery on the board. Rather come set. The pitch. That's lifted out towards center field as Tyner moves over to his left to make the play, as he'll collect that one. He throws to third. Pretty good throw by Tyner, as he's going to elect to hold that runner at second base. That's a really smart play.
It breaks the shutout, and it's now 9-1.
I do like that, just because you're up 9-0, and, you know, more importantly than getting a shutout here in the game, it's far more important to win this game, and the best play to ensure yourself the win is to keep that runner at second. Keep him 180 feet away from scoring, so that way the ball does have to get to the outfield for that run to score.
That, and you're not going to throw the guy out from center field anyway. Whoops.
As that's crushed towards left field, that ball is back, and that ball is gone. 1 swing, 3 runs for Carter DeBrule. The 3-run home run makes it a 9-4 ball game here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Make that the 6th inning, excuse me, top of the 6th. As Lakeside recovery gets on the board and more as DeBrule crushes that one. That might have landed out in the parking lot.
What did you say about coming back in this game?
You have to score the first one. And right there, that's 3 more. Now, 9-5, putting up 5 runs, and, you know, your last 4 outs, it's a little more doable than where they were. This is Griffin Neal. Started at DH, now on the mound. Pitch misses high. Ball 1. 1-0 the count. Back into the box to pitch. Misses high, 2-0.
I don't think we saw a home run last year in the tournament over in Gillette. And we've had 4 now here in a day and a half.
Pitch misses inside, 3-0. As Rather seems a bit shaken by that home run. Has to regroup. As you still have a 5-run lead. Can't worry about it now. The pitch. 4-pitch walk to Griffin Neal. As that'll bring up Garrett Sauerwein throwing around first. 2 outs in the inning.
Yeah, they've been messing that up all day. I keep looking up. I'm like, oh, okay, 1 out. And then fly ball to right field, and everybody's jogging in. I'm like, and then I look up real quick, and it was back to 2.
We're going to mound visit here. 9-4 on the T7 Propane scoreboard.
And they're going to change.
So we'll take a quick break. You're watching a Ready Services presentation of 2024 Northwest Regional online at mylocalradio.com, all a part of the My Local Radio Sports Network.
Ready has provided safety and excellence in the industrial construction and support services since 1982. We have the crews and equipment for hydro excavation, dirt and equipment hauling, as well as produced and potable water hauling. We also offer septic tank cleaning services, portable toilets, and roll-off dumpster rentals for facility shutdowns, on location or for your next outdoor event. Call us today to discuss how we can help with your next project. Interested in joining our team? Visit ReadyUSA.com. We are ready.
Foot pain can make even the simplest things a struggle. Dr. Chad Brady is a foot and ankle surgeon who listens to your concerns, offering a variety of solutions to get you back on your feet and out of pain. Dr. Chad Brady can help you get back to the life you deserve. Don't let foot pain stop you from living your life. Schedule an appointment today. Dr. Chad Brady, Uinta Medical Group. Call or schedule online at evanstonanytime.com.
Let's stop into Mountain West Business Solutions to see what Randy and the team are up to today. Randy is printing out testimonials from satisfied customers. Let's see what some of them say.
Bar none, the best customer service in the industry.
Mountain West has been perfect for our business needs.
We simply could not survive as a business without Mountain West Business Solutions.
For all your equipment, printing, and software solution needs, Mountain West Business Solutions. 866-583-9925.
Welcome back inside the Union broadcast booth. Everything else is just internet. New pitcher on the mound is Jaden Lucas, the lefty. First pitch on the outside corner for a strike, 0-1, as he deals to Garrett Sauerwein.
You're doing a good job.
It's an opportunity here. Lakeside recovery, the pitch on the ground down the third base line, hit slowly as Hibbler fields fire. Doesn't even throw it, as that's going to go as an infield single for Garrett Sauerwein. As sometimes not as hard as you hit it, it's where you hit it. And right now, something's still cooking with Drew Whitman coming to the plate with a couple runners on and 2 outs in the inning.
Yeah, sometimes you can't just walk out and place the ball any better.
The pitch misses, or excuse me, catches the zone for a strike, 0-1. Now if you're Whitman, if you can get a hit, suddenly, Dan, this game's within 4. You started this inning down 9-0. Huge rally has given you a chance. The pitch misses outside, 1-1. As Gould pops up, he's going to run out and talk to his pitcher. Probably discussing signs as he popped up and didn't look like he was happy with the pitch that was coming. You know, sometimes with a new pitcher on the mound, you get a runner over to second. You can get crossed up with signs.
Well, there's so many different sequences of signs because all the pitchers have all different signs. And sometimes, as a catcher, you got to memorize all of them for everybody.
Come set. The pitch. Fouled into the net, 1-2.
So sometimes you need to refresh your course as much as the pitcher might, as what his pitch sequences might be, what his signs are.
Back on the mound. It's Lucas. Looks in, gets the sign. Holds the belt. He's going to step off. Whitman back in the box. Lucas comes set, the pitch. Strike! 3 called on the outside corner for out number 3. Not before. Lakeside Recovery puts 4 across in the 6th. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th inning. You're watching a Ready Services presentation of the 2024 Northwest Regional online at mylocalradio.com, all a part of the My Local Radio Sports Network.
The perfect mix of different ingredients can create the most delicious creation. Successful people have the ability to bring many different individuals together who work, collaborate, show kindness, use problem-solving skills, and include each individual's talents and gifts to create new inventions, compose beautiful music, and find ways to make the world a better place. At Uintah County School District Number 1, we work together every day to promote student success. Uintah County School District Number 1, Pathway to Excellence.
Ready has provided safety and excellence in industrial construction and support services since 1982. Our experts self-perform all phases of construction on new or existing structures, such as site excavation, access road creation, concrete foundations, welding, and the installation and maintenance of piping, tanks, metal buildings, and more. Our turnkey services will have your facility operational quickly and safely. Interested in joining our team? Visit ReadyUSA.com. We are ready.
Looking back inside the Union broadcast, we moved to the bottom of the 6th inning. As what was a 9-0 game now 9-4. This Lakeside Recovery is clawed a little bit closer in this one. They want to come back in this. It's going to be important for them to put up a 0 on the board right here. As they got back all 4 of the runs they gave up in the bottom of the 5th inning. As Neal back to work. As he got roughed up a little bit in that last inning, but defense didn't really help him out as there's a couple of errors behind him.
Yep.
If you're Neal, got to try to finish this one out.
You hang a 0 here in the bottom of the 6th, at least give your team a chance.
Peyton Tyner will lead off, as he'll be fouled by Hazen and Guild. It's exactly where the last inning left off to send 9 men to the plate in the 5th. First pitch misses low, ball 1.
Didn't know we were playing at Shea Stadium, did you? Old Shea Stadium in New York, where planes leaving LaGuardia Airport would come right over the ballpark.
Come set, the 1-0. That's lifted down the line. Foul, 1-1. You know, some of the infield pop-ups we've seen in this tournament. Planes got to look out when they're coming over dealer field. Last thing you want is you don't want a infield pop-up to go up in the air and land in the cockpit. Have the pilot make the play. How would you rule that? The pitch?
I would hope that would be a home run.
Yeah, technically, as long as he flies it over in fair territory, that's foul out of play, 1-2.
Wouldn't that be like hitting the superstructure in the roof in Houston and in Florida?
Yeah, no, you're right. Come set, the 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball on the ground left side as that is into left field for a base hit. Tyner starts the inning off with a single as nobody out, 1 on for Aiden Hazen. Hazen, 1 for 2. Excuse me, Aiden Hibbler as he came into defensive replacement in the last inning. First pitch, runner goes. It's called a strike to throw down. Not in time as they're going to call him safe.
I think he dropped the ball. Either dropped the ball or is a very good swim move by the runner coming in.
Craig Mills took his time to make sure he got that call right. Hibbler back into the box, the 0-1. Strike called on the inside corner. 0-2. Neal looks in, gets the sign ahead in the count, 0-2. The pitch, swing and a miss, got him with a fastball at the top of the zone for out number 1. That'll bring up Caden Gould. Gould, 1 for 3 with a single, reached on an air, scored 2 runs in the contest. Comes set, the pitch, misses high, ball 1. 9-4 on the T7 Propane scoreboard. And Dan, those runs for Lakeside Recovery in the last inning, if anything, they forced Eugene to have to throw more pitches than they would have if they would have been able to 10-run here in the
absolutely.
Here. The pitch misses inside, 2-0.
That's why ending a game as soon as possible is the best possible scenario.
You know, it makes that that sliding play by Patrick down the right field line to end the 5th inning that much more important. As if he doesn't make that play, that ball dribbles into right field, 10-run scores, and this game's over. The pitch, fouled straight back, 2-1. On deck, Caden Richardson, as he chases down that foul ball. Neal back to work. And that's part of why Lakeside Recovery is still using Neal here. You know, he can use one arm to get through this one.
Right.
After the start they had, it's a success. The runner goes. It's popped up, left side, out of play, 2-2. Peyton Tyner got a pretty good jump off of second there. Let's see how Neal responds to that. It kind of felt that Tyner was off before the pitch came home. Here comes a 2-2. That's popped up right side. As Patrick calls for it and makes the play. A step behind the bag and a step into foul territory for out number 2. I'll bring up Caden Richardson, the left fielder. 0 for 2, walked and scored in the second. Neal back to work as Richardson will bat from the right-hand side. Runner on second with 2 outs here in the 6th. Neal comes set, the pitch. Misses for a ball, 1-0. It's the wind. Steady breezing out towards left field. Neal comes set. The pitch. Misses high, 2-0. 2-0 the count. As Richardson steps back in the box. Neal comes set. Fires home the pitch. Skips into the dirt. Good job behind the plate by Foss to knock that one down and keep it close as Tyner was a couple steps away from being halfway to third on his secondary lead. That runs the count to 3-0 to Richardson. As Neal comes set. Delivers the pitch. Misses low, ball 4. 2-out walk to Caden Richardson will bring up Jalen Riddle. As he walked his first time up, as he pinched hit for Kyle Miller. In the 5th, he walked, stole a base, and scored a run. Neal comes set. The pitch to Riddle. Runner goes from second. The throw down to third is going to get away from the third baseman, Dubril, as he had it in his glove. Went to swipe tag. It rolls out. Good base running there by Richardson as he follows up the steal by heading to second on the throw. Now runners at second and third. 2 outs in the inning. Brew looks in, gets the sign, the pitch. Got Neal, popped up right side, as that is going to be a diving catch by the right fielder Sauerwein as he makes the play. That ball looked like it was destined to be a couple of runs. Sauerwein says no, as we'll head to the top of the 7th inning. Challengers on top of Lakeside Recovery, 9-4 on the T7 Propane scoreboard as you're watching a Ready Services presentation of the 2024 Northwest Regional online at mylocalradio.com, all a part of the My Local Radio Sports Network.
At Uintah County School District number 6, each student is important. Each student has different interests. Each student has unique talents and areas for growth and development. We love and appreciate each student, and we work hard to make sure we are meeting the needs of each student so that when we all come together, we create a powerful school district filled with individual students headed for success. Uintah County School District number 6 in Lyman. It's a great day to be an Eagle.
WattSmart is Rocky Mountain Power's energy efficiency program. WattSmart provides rebates to residential customers for energy efficiency upgrades made around the home. Devices and appliances that use electricity in your home can usually be made more efficient, and that can save you money and energy. When you decide to make upgrades, we have rebates available for you. Visit wattsmarthomes.com today.
Welcome back inside the Union broadcast booth in the middle of a Ready Services presentation of the 2024 AA Northwest Regional online at mylocalradio.com, all part of the My Local Radio Sports Network. As that pitch misses, low, ball one. And Dan, we kind of like to keep people updated around the major leagues. And around the major leagues, they've had an incredible losing streak from the Chicago White Sox. The pitch, as that is lifted out towards right field. That'll send Sauerwein back as he makes the play for out number 1. They've lost 21 of 22, and it let their manager lose their job today. But on this day in history, the record they actually were able to pass was the 1916 Athletics, as they set the record for 19 losses in a row. As actually that was just losses on the road, Streak began on July 25th. It was 2 weeks worth of losses for the A's on this day in history. This brings up Justin Chan. Pitch misses outside, 1-0. Wind up the pitch. Misses low. And, there's probably not much more joyful things in this world than getting paid to play baseball. But even if you're getting paid, it doesn't matter how much money you're making. That's just a miserable time for all those players.
I remember one month, the team I was working for, we lost 23 out of 24 games.
Woo!
We lost 13 in a row. Won the last game before the All-Star break to snap the losing streak, and then came back out of the All-Star break and lost 10 straight.
Well, I guess the good news, you went into the break on a high note. Pitches a strike, 3-1.
No, but there was lots and lots of changes in that team.
Because even as a broadcaster, you have to be able to feel it when you're around a team like that. The pitch, that's lifted left side, sends Whitman back, as he is able to put the ball away about 2 steps in front of the warning track for out number 2. That ball off the bat of Chan really carried.
Oh, yeah, you're the broadcaster, but you're also the media relations director for most teams.
Yep.
So when the press comes to you and says, okay, what's the matter? What's the matter with the team? Go talk to the coach. But then when you have 7 guys leave and 6 come in new on the same day because they're making all kinds of changes, players up, players down, players being released, that makes it tough.
0-2 to Gullard as he's 0 for 2. Walked and scored a run in the 6th as he rode home on the Carter DeBroll 3-run home run. The pitch out towards right field. It's going to send Miller back as he will put that one away for out number 3 as Eugene advances on to the 2-0 game tomorrow as they'll play the winner of our next matchup between Fort Collins and Service, Alaska, as that's going to do it for us here in game number 3 as you're watching a Ready Services presentation of the 2024 Northwest Regional online at mylocalradio.com, all a part of the My Local Radio Sports Network.
Growing up is all about having your independence, and Y-High is here to help you gain real financial freedom with a Y-High Independence Account. With an emphasis on education, growth, and experience, the Y-High Independence Account prepares you to handle your own finances, so you're ready for what life throws your way. We're talking no parent or legal guardian required on your account, no risk of collections or negative reporting, and no overdraft fees. Find your independence with a Y-High Independence Account today.
Ready is committed to providing superior services to our customers by requiring individual accountability for excellence in quality, safety, and dependability. We are a growing company that is currently hiring across Wyoming, Colorado, Texas, Nevada, Idaho, and elsewhere. Our valued team members receive competitive wages, full benefits, and weekly pay. Interested in joining our team? Visit ReadyUSA.com. We are ready.
WattSmart is Rocky Mountain Power's energy efficiency program. WattSmart provides rebates to residential customers for energy efficiency upgrades made around the home. Devices and appliances that use electricity in your home can usually be made more efficient, and that can save you money and energy. When you decide to make upgrades, we have rebates available for you. Visit wattsmarthomes.com today.
Welcome back inside the Union broadcast booth as the team from Eugene, Oregon takes care of this one 9-4 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. As it is time for your Jimmy John's Freaky Fast Recap, 113 Front Street in Evanston, where fast meets fresh every single day. Get your gourmet sub at Jimmy John's today. As the challengers out of Eugene, they opened the scoring with 1 in the first. They ended up scoring 4 in the second, as they took a 5-0 lead, scored 4 in the fifth to go up 9-0. As the team out of Lakeside Recovery, Bellevue, Washington, they put up 4 in the sixth and put up none in the seventh. As that is how we get to our final score of 9-4. Final box scores for the team, for the challengers: 9 runs on 6 hits, 1 error. For Lakeside Recovery, 4 runs, 4 hits on 4 errors. As the winner in this matchup is Colin Hernandez, as he gets the win on the mound, goes 4 2/3 innings pitched, as he allows 1 hit, 6 strikeouts. Dan, he was perfect up until he allowed that hit. He was incredible today. Retired the first 14 in a row. We were thinking ahead. Could it happen again? Back-to-back no-hitters between the 2 games. Until finally the coach came out, paid a visit to him on the mound, and said something, probably strategy-wise, do you want to come out, save some pitches? They stayed with him and threw another pitch or 2 and gave up a hit, and then they went and got him anyway. The loss goes to Dante Santoli, as he goes an inning pitched, allows 3 earned runs, 5 runs total on a 1 hit, 3 walks, as he hit 3 batters as well. Griffin Neal comes in for Lakeside Recovery, goes 4 1/3 innings, allows 3 earned runs on 5 hits, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts, 4 runs in total. Finish out the stat line for the challengers. Braden Rather, inning pitched, allowed 4 earned runs, 3 hits, walk 2. Jaden Lucas comes in and is perfect in relief, as he allows no hits, no runs, no walks, strikes out 1. As this game started at 3:59, finishes at 5:58, as the game goes 2 hours, or excuse me, goes 1 hour and 59 minutes. You know, you mentioned the 3 hit batters by Scanelli. As those were 3 hit batters in 1 inning when he gave up 4 runs in the second inning on no hits. So between a little while giving up walks and hitting 3 batters, that really blew the game open and cost the folks from Lakeside big time. Absolutely. As your Jimmy John's Freaky Fast Recap, 113 Front Street in Evanston. Fast meets fresh every single day. Get your gourmet sub at Jimmy John's today. It is time for your Dr. McKay Frankum precision play of the game. And I think we're going to have to give this to the right fielder, Kyle Miller. He was eventually lifted, but before he made a fine running play in that right center field gap to keep the perfect game alive. Because that is your Dr. McKay Frankum precision play of the game. Yep, absolutely. It's it takes plays like that to get no hitters and perfect games.
All your defense behind you has to stay on point and be able to make those plays.
It's time for your Pepsi Player of the Game, brought to you by Western Wyoming Beverages. Everything is better with Pepsi. Who is better today? And Dan, it's hard-pressed not to give it to Colin Hernandez. You retire the first 14 in a row that you see. You go 4 2/3 innings pitched of one-hit baseball. That's an incredible start for Hernandez.
Anybody's better than him in this game. I don't know who it is.
Absolutely not. I mean, not only was he good in this game, he has an opportunity to come back in this tournament because of the hit. It looked like they were going to allow him to try to go for perfection, but the hit happened. They're able to pull him out, and now he's still available left in this tournament, especially for the Eugene Challengers. They've bought themselves 2 more days of this tournament as they're now 2-0.
Yep, absolutely, and they have just as much pitching as everybody else does, and they have their ace coming back.
Let's go ahead and go over the matchups for tomorrow as the 12:30 game is set. It'll be the home team, the Billings Scarlets, playing this Lakeside Recovery team. At 12:30 tomorrow morning, at 4 o'clock tomorrow, it'll be the Cheyenne Sixers taking on the loser of our final game between Fort Collins and Service Alaska. The winner of the next game will play the Eugene Challengers tomorrow at 7, as that is your calendar update. As we are done with Game 3 here of Day 2 of the Northwest Regional Tournament. Aaron Poling and Dan Hubbard signing out.
The proceeding has been a wholly owned production of MyLocalRadio.com and Cook Brothers Broadcasting, LLC. No portion of which may be used or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Cook Brothers Broadcasting, LLC. Thank you for joining us for this sports presentation on MyLocalRadio.com.